Whoa, I can record that? Whoa, Biz. We about to get it popping up in here. Hold up. What is up, y'all? Let me take my glasses off. I'm so freaking excited because I am about to do very exciting things. So currently I'm still editing my vlog for next Monday, which is the Taiwan vlog around Chichen Island. But something has arrived in a box. So I'm about to find out. So we're gonna find out what's in the box. Oh my goodness, it is finally arrived. Let's see what else is in the box. Alright. So this is in Spanish. Hello, let's get started. Performance events on your hands. Back up your old phone. Blah blah blah. Download the app, sign up, blah blah blah. Okay. And then okay, so it comes with all the return label stuff so that I can trade in my old phone. So anywho, let's just freaking unbox this shit. I have been waiting several weeks, actually let's just say like 2 weeks at this point for this phone. I'll talk about it later, what happened exactly. Oh my goodness. Wait. So, I got the Samsung Z Flip 3. Alright, so it comes with the phone. And what's in this? It comes with a charger. Quick start guide. Comes with additional perks. We'll get to that. Alrighty, so cool that it comes with a charger. It's a different kind of charger now though. Interesting. Let's see. I need to plug it in. Let's see. Whoa, there we go. Oh my goodness, it is so freaking sleek. It's so beautiful. Like, oh god, I love this already. While this is waiting to boot up, I can finally put the case on. So I was supposed to get this phone like a week or 2 ago, but there was all these kinds of mishaps that were happening on the back end of Verizon. So I ordered a case and it arrived like a week and a half before the actual phone came, so. Accept, blah. Tap, enter your, oh gosh, what the heck? Okay. Alright, pause. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, since we're already here, I might as well just put the case on just to be safe. Natural Fit. So the brand that I got the case from is Ringke. I was reading at Amazon, what's it called? Amazon Thingamajigs reviews, and people were loving this brand, so I was like, let me just do that. So look at that, super cute. And I'm just gonna put this, I think we have to click it in. Yeah. Boom. Beautiful. Huh, I'm obsessed. There's no little like ring like I have on this phone that I have, the phone case for this current phone, but none of the cases I saw online were either affordable or like reasonably priced, or they didn't have good ratings. So I just decided to get this case and have a little like wristlet thing. At the very least, I can always hold on to this when I'm using it, so I don't like easily drop it. Alright, so I'll be right back. I need to get this set up. Alrighty, what is up, y'all? It's your girl Ashley. We're back after like 1 or 2 days now. I think it's been over 2 days since I first got my phone. I wanted to drop in and just kind of give y'all an update on how things have been since updating or upgrading to the Flip 3. Mainly I want to show you like the difference in size. So that's why I'm actually recording on my GoPro right now, because I'm like, what cameras do I have? Because I mainly, for those of you who don't know, most of my footage that I've been uploading onto my YouTube has been through my phone only. So if this quality is not as great, I'm really sorry. We are going to just try it out. So I'm just going to give you guys just a quick overview of what this looks like. Whoops. So this is my old phone. I know it's cracked. It's just a screen protector, y'all. And then this is the new phone. So just like size comparison, you can already tell that this phone is a little bit longer. However, when you close it, it is so much smaller, guys. Like, what? I can't get over it. And so this is just kind of like the main thing. But you can see here, hopefully, literally my lock screen's totally the same. One of the amazing things about upgrading phones these days is that you can literally just back up everything and like make it look the same on your new phone, so you don't have to go through like the annoying part of like, which apps do I need to reinstall, what background, like having my background, getting my ringtone, all these things that I've been customizing my phone for over the years. So that was really cool, is the fact that it did take like an hour and a half to upload or like transfer everything, because I did it over Wi-Fi, but it got the job done, and that's all that matters. And it's been really nice. The experience has been so like, I haven't actually used it for a phone call per se, but like, look at this, like, come on. This is so dope. Like, also when I did actually test, however, when you do get phone calls and your phone is closed, you can answer it on speakerphone through this little front thing here. Y'all, game changer. Also, I have these backgrounds so that every time I check the time, this changes. And these are photos that I've taken over the years, actually just mainly in the past couple months over the summer. But yeah, you can take photos directly through here. So for example, like, I'm gonna double tap. Oops. Hold on. Let's do this. So if I double tap on like the home button, I can literally take photos and video right from this little screen, and the quality is freaking amazing. I'm gonna drop in some pictures that I took at the beginning. But yeah, this is amazing. I am like so obsessed with it. Like, I'm trying to think of what else to talk about with this, because I'm just obsessed. I love it. I look crazy. I just can't say good enough things about it so far. Granted, I've only had it for 2 days. But yeah, I'm loving it. As you can see, I already put in a sticker. Hologram sticker. And so yeah.
By sheer coincidence.
Whoa, I can record that? Whoa, this. We about to get it popping up in here. Hold up. I'm just testing out all these features and like, whoa. There's this director's view where you can literally toggle between different angles, or different camera rather, because there are 3 camera lenses on this actual phone. The front camera and then 2 on the back. So that's why you can kind of see these over here switching between. Holy shit, this is dope. So yeah, I kind of just gave y'all some nice little like quick overview, my first impressions of my phone, and obviously I am loving it so far. I'm finding so many new features that were not available in my previous phone, which was the S9. Something that I forgot to mention during the initial like comparison is that the S9 is actually heavier, or feels heavier than the flip phone. It definitely feels sleeker, it feels lighter. I know part of it may be because of the case. There is a little bit of weight to it because of the ring that's on the back. It's built into the case. However, this still feels a little, I don't want to say sturdy, but it feels a little bit thicker than the flip phone. So anywho, I want to share with you guys a quick story time on what actually happened with this phone. So originally I was planning to get this so originally I went into the Verizon store with my dad, I don't know, end of September. We were like, I was like, Dad, I think it's time for me to upgrade my phone. I was ready, or my phone was ready for an upgrade last year. However, I didn't want to upgrade my phone because then I would have to pay more money on our monthly bill. Plus, I was able to find a workaround because this phone only had 64 gigs of memory, and with the older older Samsung phones before this flip phone, there used to be a external SD card that you could actually insert next to your SIM card. So I was able to kind of make a workaround because constantly I was running out of space and constantly having to uninstall apps, and just the functionality of my phone just like really just shit the bed because of that. Because constantly there was always like, if you wanted to take pictures or videos for anything, like it would just tell me like not enough space, or like, yeah, things would just stop working. So I was like, you know, like let's try this SD card. If it doesn't work, then whatever, then we'll upgrade the phone. However, it's clearly worked because now we're like over a year later, because I'm pretty sure I asked my dad last August and then I changed my mind. But I was experiencing a lot of slowness with my phone, a lot of like loading times just being super long just to Google something really quickly, as well as my battery life. Like I would, you know, sometimes I scroll on social media, or I'm like looking up things on my phone before I get out of bed, and mind you, I'm only in bed for like maybe 15 minutes or so before I actually get out of bed, and next thing I know I'm like 70% battery, and so that's not okay. I always had to have an external battery with me whenever I went out and did like activities. I always have a charging cable in my car, all the things, which yeah, it's great, it's good that I stay prepared and whatever, but it was just taking its toll in the long run. And I know that because my business and, you know, me being on social media is such a big thing, like I wanted to upgrade my phone in a way that if I can't afford to buy a new phone, or sorry, buy a new camera, at least let me upgrade my phone so that it has a good quality camera that I can use during my vlogs, during whatever videos that I create in the near future, right? So that's a long tangent on why I decided to get a phone. So long story about this phone. We were supposed to get it, I think September 29, 28. So the last week of September, we came into the Verizon store, and the person that was helping us, we went into the store and we were like, hey, we saw this promotion online saying like, we can get this phone for like $33 a month. And originally I was looking at that plan and saw it was like 128 gigs of storage on the phone itself. However, I saw like if you got it in the color black for some reason, you can double it for 256 gigs for $35. So that means there's a $2 difference for double the storage. So I was like, Dad, I want that one. It just makes more sense. And then he was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, wait, there's a promotion saying if you trade in your old phone, you can get up to $800 back. And that $35 a month would go down to like $9 a month. And I was like, Dad, like I really don't need my phone. Like I don't need my old phone. And if we can save $800, then yeah, let's do it. And so we go into the store. The person there says, we don't have the same promotions in the store as versus online. So I highly recommend you just place the order yourself on your app. And so he walked us through how to do it. And then when we got to the payment portion, basically it just stopped working. Like, I don't know if it's because my dad had a VPN on his phone to protect him from like financial things, you know. But every time we would pay, we put the credit card information in, it would just like hit this white screen. It would just hit this white screen that would just keep loading and nothing would happen. And so eventually the guy's like, why don't you go home and call Verizon? Because there's a number that you can call as well. And so we try and place the order, and the same thing happens again with the payment plan. However, I think the first time we called, the first person we talked to, the total amount like went up like super high, so they escalated it to another person. The other person helped us figure it out, and then we got to the payment portion again, and once again wasn't working. And so they're like, okay, maybe we need a call back. Like, it was already late at night. It was probably like 10-11 o'clock by the time we were like at that point. And my dad was like, look, like I need to eat dinner. Like I've been on the phone waiting for you guys and trying to figure this out together. I'm gonna call tomorrow. And so we call tomorrow, and for whatever reason, there's like some sort of like error on our account saying like you've reached the maximum amount of some things. And so my dad's like, look, like let's just wait a couple days, maybe it'll clear out. And so that Saturday happens, and we call in and they're like, yeah, no, it's not working. Like it's still on there. And my dad's like, let's just cut it, like cancel that previous order. Let's just put a new one in and see if that will change it. And so we try and do that. And once again, for whatever reason, the payment gets declined. That's what the person on the other end, Verizon, is saying. She's like, I'm seeing you input, like try and make this payment, and it's getting rejected. And so they're like, call your bank, make sure you're cool. And my dad's like, I've definitely paid for more things. What the fuck? Why is it rejecting? And so we call our bank, they say, you're good, I see this charge, blah, blah, blah. And then we talk to the Verizon person again. They're like, yeah, I don't know why it's saying that, but you know what? Why don't you go in person? I'll set up an appointment for you to go in person to this one store, and they can, you know, we can finish the payment that way. And so we do that. We go into the store and they're like, yeah, they couldn't even help us, because they're like, it says there's a pending order on the account, and like I cannot access this for whatever reason. And so he's like, come in after 3 days and I will help you, because basically they have to clear. They're like, because there's a pending order from last week, you can't place a new one. You have to let it clear out, and it can take up to 3 days. So come back 3 days and I will help you set it up. And so 3 days passes, and before I go into the store, he gave us his number. So I texted him, I was like, hey man, like, hey Jonathan, like I just want to make sure before we go in, like everything's good to go. And he's like, it looks like there's still a pending order. And I was like, look, I opened our account and I saw there was a ticket open. Is this the block? He's saying there's like a pending block or whatever. And he's like, no, that's just to cancel out the previous one from last week, but I will make a call. And so he was able to call in and figure it out. So now it was clear. He was able to get us this order through, and ta-da, we now have a phone. So luckily everything worked itself out, and I just feel like Mercury retrograde is just fucking it all up for everyone. And yeah, on top of that, it was supposed to arrive in 2 days afterwards. So it was supposed to arrive Thursday of this week, which is October the 7th. And it says on UPS is tracking, it will arrive by 7 p.m. And so literally I'm waiting all fucking day, and like some part of me was like, for some reason I just feel like my phone's not gonna get here today. And so I'm literally like looking out the window regularly, like I only have my one earphone in so I could listen for the door and whatever. And like literally I'm working out, and every time I'm in I have a break between my workouts, I look out the window and there's nothing there. And then I have a client call and during the client call is when the freaking UPS guy comes. And my parents, I guess, did not realize that like they're going to ring the doorbell and like someone needs to go and pick up the package, because usually obviously like in Amazon and whatever, they usually just like ring the doorbell and drop the thing off, or they don't even ring the doorbell, they just drop it off in front of your house. And so I finished my call and I checked the UPS tracking saying we missed you, and I was like, what the fuck? And I go to my parents, I'm like, hey, did the doorbell ring? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, did you answer it? And they're like, no, it was probably the Amazon package. And I was like, no, that was my phone. And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, they needed someone to sign for it. I was on a call. I couldn't answer the door. And they're like, oh. And I guess the UPS guy only rang the door once and then left. So I feel like both parties were definitely like miscommunicated upon. And so I was like, fuck. And so the next day I was like, I'm not going anywhere today. And originally I was supposed to go grocery shopping with my mom. And she was like, no, we're gonna stay home till you get your phone. And I was like, okay, cool. So I waited all day. It finally arrived at like 5:30 in the afternoon. And ta-da, now we have a phone. So that's my long story explanation on like getting this phone. Like, I just feel like it's like, listen, after these 2 weeks, it's worth the fucking wait, because this phone is epic. And I've been showing my dad the phone, and he's an avid iPhone like fan, and he's like, I kind of want the phone. I'm like, yeah, dude, you should get it. But anyways, that's really it for this story time and just first impressions and experiences with this phone itself. Let me know if you have any questions about this phone. What do you want to know, especially if you're someone who is thinking about purchasing the Z Flip 3. I'm happy to answer any questions. So yeah, that's really it for this one. I love you all. I hope you have a beautiful day, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.